I'll be in the middle. You two get along. I'll be in the middle. Hey, we're live. That was quick. Can you see me? Wait, let me check my... I'll be in the middle. Can you see? Let's just check the cables real quick. I don't... Hey, we're live. That was quick. Okay, can you see me? Wait, let me check my... I'll be in the middle. Okay, now it's just a loop, okay. Anybody watching? Still 0? Hi. Hi. Jeffu. Or Gefu. Or... Yes. People are coming in. Hi. Hello. Wow. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to this stream. I was talking to a friend of mine, Cupcake, the other day, and he suggested, because I was planning on doing a video on doing a walkthrough of this project here, which is my Back On remix, and he suggested I could actually live streaming. How am I? I'm fine, thanks for asking. Yeah, Cupcake is my friend. We talk through Discord a bit. Okay, so this is the final project, and I am planning on making this a YouTube video. So let me just film an intro real quick. This will be the first time. How's your day been? It's been fine, thanks. This will be the first time that I'm actually going to record a YouTube video while live streaming. So let's just do that. I'm never active on Discord. That's correct. Hi, Chevy. Thanks, Elon. Yay! People join in. How old am I? I'm 18. 18 years old. I was wondering if you've ever thought about remixing Shelter by Madion and Porter Robinson. I don't... No, I'm probably... No. Because why would I remix a masterpiece? Hi, Pierce. So, dudes. Okay, so people are joining in. The plan for today is I'm gonna be recording a YouTube video, which is a walkthrough of this here FLP, which is my Back On remix. And I thought I'd take you guys along so you can ask questions while we go, and... Yes. Cool. Okay, so... how did I open the other... shit, how did I open the other video? I thought I just jumped into it, right? Okay, let's just... How long have you been producing? Way too long. 5 years? 5 or 6 years, probably. Okay, so I'm gonna record the intro right now. Hi, Daniel. People are joining in. I'm gonna record the intro for the video right now. Hi there, Wolford here, and this right here is my finished Back On remix. It's all done, all completed, and because so many people asked, I just wanted to do a walkthrough of this one like I did with my Ed One Still Breathing remix. But this is Future Bass and the other one was Progressive House. Okay. Just a little heads up, just a little heads up, we are deciding on the winners of the remix competition right now, so you'll have to wait just a little bit longer, because I'm going on holiday. Oh wait. So just so you know, we're going to be... Wait. Are you Dutch? Yes, I'm Dutch. Who win the contest? We don't know yet. It's very secret. We don't know. Okay. So just so you know, we are deciding on the winners right now. But you'll have to wait a little bit longer for that because I'm going on holiday and I'll be back on the 20th. So we're going to do a stream announcing all the winners for the remix competition on the 21st of August. And you can all join in. We don't really have a time yet. But yeah, you should all join in. This was well, it wasn't really an entry. I just made a remix because I really wanted to. And I really wanted to see what I could do with the vocal. Because people were complaining that the vocal wasn't really that good, and I kind of agree, but with some editing, it actually could be pretty strong. Okay, so I guess we should just start at the beginning. I'm also live streaming this, so if anyone in the live stream has any questions, just ask. Where am I going on holiday? I'm going to Arnhem, which is a city in the Netherlands, for a week with all of my friends. Okay, cool. So let's just start at the beginning. I used a lot of guitars in this track, and I really mean so much. I used a lot of acoustic elements overall. Have you started looking at the remix entries yet? Yes, we have. And there were so many good entries. I had to, like... I'm at this moment, I'm like stuck at a top 20, and I can't narrow it down, so that'll be difficult. Okay, let's start at the beginning. We start with this noise sample and this ambient rain gradually flowing in the mix. And we have this guitar note sample, which is just me playing on my electric guitar, and it sounds like this. Without the effects, it sounds like this. And then I added a glue compressor with the threshold way up high. And the makeup gain also high. Then a Pro Q to get rid of those low end frequencies. Then a reverb to make it airy. EQ to get rid of those mids. A stereo shaper to make it a little bit more stereo. And more reverb with less dry to make it... I think this was like an effect I had for the intro. I'm not quite sure. Let's see if there are... I'm not gonna spoil any of the winners yet. Hi, Seffi. Are you gonna do what Edwin did? Do like a top 15, then reveal all the winners at the end of the video? Probably. Probably. We're not 100% sure, but probably. In your stream of the winners, will you give feedback on the top 20 or top 10 maybe? Yes, probably, but not sure. Don't hold me on to that, but probably. Okay, so reverb 2, mix level. That's the guitar. And this there's a reverb 2 here, mix level envelope, and that makes sure that that dry killer here on the guitar gets eliminated slowly, so the guitar gets more apparent in the mix. Like that. And that note plays all along this part of the track. Then we have this reverse note of, I think, the piano and the vocal right here. And that's just a part of the vocal I cut and a part of the piano I cut. And then I put a whole bunch of reverb on it, exported that, and then reversed it within FL Studio. And it sounds like this. Like that. And then I have an uplifter here. And a bell. Which is, I think, just a Nexus preset. Yeah, it's the water rings in Fantasy and Dream. And then this elephant cry, which I really like to add in intros, in intros of tracks. Add a whole bunch of reverb to it, and you have this. Explain what I'm doing. I came a bit late. What I'm doing is I'm giving a walkthrough of this finished track that I uploaded a few weeks ago. 1 AM here, but still don't want to miss it. That's so cool. Thanks so much. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the vocal at the entire end of the stream because that's a lot to talk about and it covers the entire track, so I'll talk about that later. Let's first, I guess we can mute it for now. Let's mute them for now. And this one too. Okay, so. Then in the first breakdown, it comes in with the piano. which I reckon I just played on my actual keyboard right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. My keyboard, I just played it and then adjusted the MIDI notes a little bit, I guess. It sounds really cool. And the piano is True Pianos, Emerald, Milky. I love that preset so much. And it's pretty high. Very stereo down here too. And without the effects, it sounds like this. I compressed it here a little bit to get rid of those hard attacks. Then got rid of some high end. And then also the bump in the low end. There was like some kind of a... are you leaving prog house now, or will you be just making multiple genres under Wilford? The second one, because I'm not leaving progressive house. Definitely not. Okay, so that's the breakdown piano. That's actually breakdown piano 2, because I started with this one, but it was a little bit too much for just the intro. So it actually started like this. Is the stream buffering, or is it just the FL Studio glitching? Because FL Studio is glitching on my end too. It's just because this project is very intense and I'm streaming, so. Okay. So the stream sometimes, okay. If it's getting too much, you just have to warn me about it and I'll lower the bit rate, I guess. But I don't think it should be too big of a problem. If the buffering gets too much, you guys have to warn me a little bit. But yeah, so it starts... So then the breakdown also starts off with this impact here. A very neutral one. I love neutral impacts with not too many down signs. And then it also just continues the crackle and the ambient sound down here to give it a little bit more of that high-end feel. Hi for the people coming in. Okay, and then I also added this guitar, which is just the chords playing. A bit of a random question, but how did you make your label logo? I didn't make it. I think a friend of ours, Andy, did it for Bluebird. And then, okay, so this guitar comes in, which is basically the backbone of the breakdown, I reckon, together with the piano. And I didn't really do that. Oh, I did a lot to it, actually. It sounded like this. And then I started the chain off. I actually, let me just get the guitar. What I did was, the chords were... Oh, I don't remember the chords. Okay, that's don't forget that happened. That didn't happen. I was thinking of a different track, which hasn't come out yet. So let's just not do that. Slide on the guitar is so good. That's because it's a real guitar. Okay, but I added a hardcore to it, just on the chorus, to give it more warmth. And then EQ, more EQ. Give it a little bit more of a high-end sound, less bass, then compressed it, then reverb to give it a little bit more space, and then added the parametric EQ, even less bass, and a fruity limiter with a noise gate. Nope, not a noise gate, just there for monitoring, I guess. Just to see how the peaks were going. Okay, we have some questions in the chats. How can you find out what the scale of the song is from the vocals? What I like to do is make a chord progression and know what scale the chord progression is in, and then just pitch the vocal until it fits with the chord progression, and then you know what scale the vocal is in if you just pitch it correctly. It might have been a little bit... Okay. Pretty hard to explain. You can't really tell by listening to a vocal that's E major or that's a C minor, I don't know. But usually when you have a remix competition, they'll give the vocal and they will tell you what key the vocal is in. But if not, you'll have to find out like that. Just have chords, you know. And have to know the difference between genres. Usually genres have very specific traits. So for instance, dubstep is usually 140 BPM. And future bass usually has like this kind of pattern, I don't know, but there are significant details to a genre. Oh, I think the stream is buffering right now. But what genre are you making? This is just a showcase of this project, so it's not. I'm not making anything, but this was future bass. How to choose the true reverb? I like the future reverb too. I have a question for you in Annex. I love all your guitar recordings, especially the ones Anik does on his last tutorial, a bit like Avicii, and I would like to know how you record with guitars. With what guitar? I have an... Oh, the stream health is low. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? Or is it good? Is it good? I think it's good. Okay. I have... Cool. Okay. I have a Pacifica... A Yamaha Pacifica guitar. This one. Which I record the electric guitars with. And I also have this other Yamaha guitar, which I don't know what it is. But it's a black one and I like it. Can you guys even understand me? Okay. Those are my guitars. Okay. It's good. When's the result of the background contest? 21st of August, actually. Keystone. Okay. So I recorded this guitar with the electric one. Together with some ambience. And then this bell again. But this time a different note than this one. I don't know why I did that, it's just for fun. And then I have this uplifter again. I think it's the same one. Yeah, it's just the same one. I use it a lot. And then I have this automation which helps the transition between the two parts right here because it introduces the sub like that, and I really like how I did that. The hardcore VST is built in FL Studio. Adelic said, love your music and tutorials, learned so much from them. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, most people actually use Contact for guitars, but I tend to use real guitars just because I have them and there's more flexibility in it. Okay, so it introduces this sub. And then I have this. This was actually funny. This was so... I actually stretched this a lot and it actually doesn't sound that good, but I just kept it because of the memories, I don't know. And then it started the drums, which leads into the second part, but I'll just show how the first part sounds with just all the instruments and notes all together. Okay, and then it goes into this part, which I adore so much. I love how this turned out. I had this view in my head of what this should sound like, and it sounded exactly like it. So I added some extra notes to the piano, as you saw earlier. And then I added a violin to it. Which is a classical hybrid strings 3, just so you know. Then an impact here. Then of course the sub, which is just my usual simple bass sub in Harmor. It's a preset which is just ready to use, and I really love how it behaves in, there it is, how it behaves in breakdowns. So that's how that's how I made that one. And then I actually added a guitar with this. I used the same electric guitar and playing the same chords, but this time I made it like a wide chorus chord, just like this. And I love how it adds so much to it. This was it actually. Yeah. And without the without all the effects, it sounds like this. And with the effects, let's slowly add them. I added a compressor in the beginning to make it loud, then EQ to give it a mid feel, and then more hard cutting EQ right here to eliminate all those, then a chorus, then the stereo enhancer to make it stereo, and then a reverb to give it a little bit more atmosphere. And that's how I did that. So what you can take away from this is that you can actually combine effects to make the sound that you want. Okay, let's answer some questions because I have been ignoring the chats. That's awesome. Acoustic drums sound great, thanks. Real Guitar is a good plugin. Yeah, I never used it, but I've heard good stories about it. Do you guys accept trap on Bluebird? Our rule to accepting tracks on Bluebird is we have to like the track. So if it's, I don't know, trap, I don't know, if it's an ambient, as long as we like the track, we will accept it. So we're not really genre specific. Let's just... Wilford, your audio is freezing. Is it? I hope it isn't. Ah, cool. Still live. Yep, I'm still going. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings back from Holland. Okay, so then let's get into the drums because I really love them. First it has that fill to introduce it a little bit. Then let's go into the main pattern, shall we? Okay, so let's stretch it out. This is a combination of a load of samples. I programmed this myself. It's a combination of the, let's see, I have 2 sample packs in this mostly. It's the Kashmir acoustic stuff and also the, what's it called? Music Radar drum samples. I don't remember where I got these, but I really, really love how acoustic they sound and how you can make really good acoustic sounding stuff. Bluebird needs more sub. Okay. Will looks like that pitch from guitar is a little down. Might be that I didn't do it correctly, but okay. So this is the main drum pattern that I started out with. It starts with the kick, obviously, which is a little bit, it isn't even compressing. Oh, it's just the makeup gain there. That's it. In center and really loud. Then I have this snare combined with this one in a stereo way. So I pan one to the left, one to the right. You'll see that a lot in this drum pattern because I really wanted that immersed feel within the drums. Oh, I actually decided to do this with gross beat because I was too lazy to actually do it with the fruity limiter, which you'll see later. But yeah, I did this with gross beat, sidechained hat to it. Again, one pan to the left, one pan to the right. Then a cross stick, the acoustic cross stick. Pan to the left. I love that. The effect that adds, because listen, if you just used this drum beat, you can do that, but and that's just, I love that. Okay, and then combined with this cross stick, which is the backbone of this cross stick, but it was just some kind of a layer. Hi, Cupcake. Sex as fuck, I know, right? In future bass, shadow drums should have more reverb. I don't know, if you feel like they should have more reverb, add more reverb. Where do you live in Holland? I'm not gonna tell where I live. That's creepy. Wilfred merch, please, thanks. Oh, I don't know. Let's not, I don't know. Okay, but yeah. So, that's... Then I added a shake. And a tambourine here. A ride. And a crash. And that's what that drum pattern is made out of. And then I did a drums 2 right here, which is just the intro. And it leads into the normal drum pattern. And drums 3 right here, what's the difference? Oh, added the extra kick and some more percussion difference, I think. Drums 1 and drums 3. Oh, I think I just added the extra kick here. Yeah, just the extra kick. And here it's added the 3 tones. Oh, wait. God. That. And that's just at the ending here. And then the bell again. The bell. More questions. Did you tell them I gave them the idea? Yes, I did, Cupcake. Yes, you attention whore. Okay. New to the stream, could you show the final project? You can just watch the YouTube video, because that's it. I'm just showing off the project right now. I'm giving you a walkthrough of the project. Okay. What about fan art, perhaps? You can always send in fan art. I've never gotten any fan art, but if you want to send fan art, send it over. Because I really love when people, I don't know, connect with me. What's in your master? I'll show you at the end. Can you play a little part of the song for us? I'm going through the song, so you'll see it as it goes on. I have been seeing your videos since 2015. Thank you for making me learn. Thank you for watching them, because I spend so much time on YouTube. Actually, almost all of my free time goes into YouTube nowadays. How do you block the tracks in the playlist? How do you mean? Like, just that? This knob? Or do you mean this? That's shift click. So then when you open them, it doesn't react. It's shift click on the thing. That's it. Okay. So now that we've gone through this part, I don't think I believe I've not missed anything. Then it goes into this. Okay, well, that was weird. Then after this kind of upbeat part, it goes into the more serene parts. There are no new layers, just the violins. I've removed the piano and the drums and the... Oh, I've missed this. I've completely missed this. Okay, let's just roll back a little bit. Then we have this thing here, which I came across on accident, but I really love the extra kick it gave. And it's just the piano layer. It's the layer that is used for the piano, but I put it in the cross sticks, and I don't remember why, but this is how it sounds. And it gives such a little subtle difference between, because if you listen to the drums with the added perk, it gives just that little bit extra thing, and that's why I kept it. I really love that. Okay, so when it goes into this part right here, it doesn't add any layers. It just remove some, so it isn't really worth mentioning anything. And then at the end, I add some of the Kashmir orchestral hits for some extra like punch into it. Will YouTube or producer DJ for a career? I'd rather YouTube for a career, because producer DJ for a career, like, it's cool and I get to make music and I get to play music for everyone, but I think I'd rather help other people with making music than make it myself. It's pretty weird. I don't know. I'd rather make music and then help people making their own music. Why don't you cut low end of a kick? Because a kick is supposed to be like in the low end, because if you have a kick, it needs to really punch through that low end, and why would you cut low end then? That dance though, oh, I do tend to dance to my own tracks. Percussion makes some much difference in a track, yeah, totally. How did you make your logo? Axlance did it, Lancy. I love him. He's a friend of mine. Man, your music is getting huge. Thanks. Will, you can do both if you're a producer. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I can keep doing YouTube and making music, because I really love doing that. How do you learn making music? Keep doing it. As long as you keep on going, you just keep on getting better. That's my life philosophy. Okay, so now that I've done some chat stuff, let's do the build-up. Okay, so these 3 drums right here lead into the build-up, and they're just the plain old Kashmir orchestral hits. And with reversed crash right here, and an impact here. And a crash. And this is... oh, there's so much stuff going on here. Okay, so it adds the piano back in. And it first introduces the lead sound, and I'll get to the lead sound when I do the drop, but this is what it sounded like. I added a cut-off filter here. And I actually deleted some of the layers so it sounded less powerful. Like that. That's the lead done. Then I added the chords as well. I introduced the chords. So I basically added the leads and the chords to make the transition between the breakdown and the drop more seamless, because you add a bit of the drop in the bit of the breakdown and make it a little bit of a mesh, and then you make something beautiful. But I removed the sidechain from them. Okay, that's the chords in there as well. The impact strike I already handled. These are the same orchestral hits, but in a different pattern, I think. And I added the thunder boom as well, so it looks like this. Oh wait, I actually added this one as well. So I really wanted a full like power house right there. And right down here, I have a sticks riser. Just like that, and another sticks uplifter, but in the sub-bass region. Like that. And then I added this thing here, which is just the Kashmir long fill, but then cut up. And I think that's the main part of the build-up. And then you can see this automation clip right here. This is a new plugin that I bought, which is Endless Smile, but that I live. Let's see if I can find it here. It's this plugin right here, and it makes your build-ups more intense. And it's a wonder of a plugin. It really is. Because if you say you get, let's listen to the build-up with Endless Smile real quick before we do it without. So you can listen here. Let's now get rid of Endless Smile. It actually it adds reverb, delay, a high cut, and some more stuff, and it makes it a little bit... explaining is difficult. Okay, let's try this again. It adds reverb, delay, and it adds like a high pass and so much more stuff. And it also adds a riser sound into it, a white noise riser, just to make your build-ups more powerful. And I really recommend you buying it. They don't sponsor me or anything. I actually bought this and I'm really loving the sound it produces. So then for the fill, I actually added the bell again. Then for the fill, I made this. Oh, I took the sticks, fill 6, and I cut it right here. Then I did a kick here in that pattern, so it. You can hear the intensity of the reverb, and then I cut off the endless smile in. Then down here you can see I cut off the endless smile instantly, so it gets rid of all of that reverb here when I want the snare to be clean. And I added this snare, and I added this to here. Like that. And that's how I did the build up. Oh, it's so laggy. Like that. And now let's move on to the drop, which is my favorite part of a track. Let's see if some more questions were asked in the chat. Watch his tutorials. Thanks. Did you get to the drop? No, I'm going to do that right now after getting through the chat. Are you blind? Hello from Canada. Hello back. Your music is lit, boy. Thanks. Okay. Can you make a tutorial on how to make the vocal lead? What do you mean by the vocal lead? Like a lead in this track? Or, I don't know. For how long have you been producing? About 5 years. I'm old, I know. Will this go up on YouTube? Yes, this will. Please make a video on chopping vocals like Elenium and Martin Garrix's latest tracks. But I'm not good at chopping vocals. I'm really not good at it. And there are so many videos out there. If you search for Martin Garrix vocal chops, you get like 2 pages of videos. So I really don't think I have to do that. What genres is this? Future bass. Okay. How many hours do you sleep? That really depends. Sometimes I go on 2 hours and sometimes I go 12. So it really depends on the night before. I like how the incorporated clipping. I like the incorporated clipping in the build. It wasn't intentional. Thanks. For how long have you been producing? I already answered that. You made a lead vocal in Harmer. It was the Hellberg the Girl remix. Oh, I remember that. Well, that's just... I took the acapella, I dragged it in Harmer, and then I used the piano roll to make a melody. That's literally what happened. Hello from Latin America. Hello back! And the smile adds reverb, so the kick in the build-up makes your mix muddy. But it also adds a high-pass filter, so it does. You don't hear the mud of the kick, because the kick sounds without the endless smile sounds like this, but with it sounds like this. So it doesn't make it muddy. I checked. You are a cute boy. Thanks. I'm cute. That one guy that's called Eli. Hello. Okay, so let's get into the drop, the part which you all have been waiting for. Okay, so the lead. Let's start with the lead. It is a simple melody, really simple. Let's go through the layers real quick. So it's this silent layer in the impulse bank. It's this silent layer in the impulse bank. This is a free bank, by the way. It's this silent layer in the impulse bank. I really like impulse. Impulse, hi, if you're watching this, I love the bank. It's this pad layer in the sticks bank. Sticky future bass. it is this Sticks lead layer for Sticky Sounds Volume 3, called Back Again. And this is just another version of that, but then lower volume, and it's not linked to there. This is a Sticks lead called Collab, also Sticky Sounds Volume 3. And this right here is Slayer, which is, I believe, the strongest layer within this track. It really adds the character to the lead that I wanted it to. I made a distorted guitar layer with this. You can screenshot this and copy the values if you want. And this is, I added a hardcore to it on the first lead preset, then a Pro Q to get rid of some of the lows, and then a reverb to make it a little bit more epic. And that's how I did that, because I really had in my head this like guitar sounding lead, which I really wanted to achieve, and I really think that I succeeded in that, if I do say so myself. So this is what the whole lead sounds like. Okay, where do you put Endless plugin? I put it on the mastering channel, the Endless Smile plugin. Where can I find Endless Smile? On the Data Live website. No, I'm not gonna tell you where you can crack it, because that's immoral and illegal. Google it. Thanks. Okay, so just loaded the vocal chop and harmony. That was quite easy. Thanks anyway. Hey, give me some tips on how you differentiate your second breakdown, your drop phase from the first one. Yeah, I'll do that when I'm at the second breakdown. I don't think I actually changed anything in the second breakdown though, so I might be the wrong person to ask that. At first I thought this was the drop from the drop design sessions. I think this was probably inspired by the drop from the drop design sessions. This was definitely made after I did drop design sessions. But I don't know, this was a different project and it wasn't the same one. Bro, I forgot Slayer existed. I know, right? It's such a powerful plugin and it's so underrated. Wilford, do you have a server on Discord? I don't, but I like to tip around in servers. At least I don't have a Discord server myself, but I do have the Bluebird Discord, which I am running. So you could look at that one if you like. If you could use the contact guitar patches for guitar leads, they're not realistic. Sexy hair, bye bye. Thanks, Pim or Bart. Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Heyo, aren't you going to announce the winners for the contest today? Nope. I'm not, because we haven't fully decided yet. And I'm going on holiday after this, right after the stream, the day after tomorrow, actually. So we'll be announcing the winners of the Bluebird Remix contest on the 21st of August. If Endless Smiles on the master channel, why doesn't it also affect the kick? It does. It did. 21st, not the 17th. We actually pushed it back because I remembered that I was not home at the 17th and we wanted to do an announcement stream of it. So are you going through demos after the review? Maybe, if I have time left, but I don't know. So do Impulse. You actually missed me praising you. Hi. I was just saying that I used like 4 leads of your 3 leads of your Impulse bank. You're a fucking good producer. Thanks. Alright, man, let's have a nice evening. Is the walkthrough done? No, I'm still going on. I'm just responding to the chat right now. Okay. Okay. Hi, Knife Meals. Okay, so that was the lead to it. And for the effects on the lead, I don't think I did too much effects things, except for on the guitar individually. But I did do a lot of effects on the channel itself. This is the high pass you hear in the build-up. This is how it sounds without all the effects. Sounds so empty. Okay, so first I compressed it. Then Maximus. Maximus on the Clearmaster RMS preset, probably. Then, through the parametric EQ, some equalizing. Then through the Wave Shaper for some distortion. wanted to add some distortion to it because it would light up the guitar thing in there. Let's get rid of you. Then some equalizing. Clean up that low end because it was bothering me, I guess, in the mix. Then reverb. Loads of it. Okay. Then this is the high pass you hear in the build-up, as I said. Then an imager. As you can see, I really wanted to give it a little bit more of a stereo feel there. And then a limiter for sidechaining and a limiter for sidechaining. Which I don't do very efficiently, but it's my way. Okay. There's so many chat. You have some basic tips for layering. Have a sound you want in your head. For me, it was the guitar sound right here. And then just build everything you want around it to support that main sound. You sent your track on August 3rd, then it won't enter the contest. I'm sorry. We really wanted to have the submissions due at August 1st. Clean though. Yeah. Will you think it is possible to make a good song with plugins only from FL Studio? I mean, the native plugins? Of course it is. Of course it's possible. But I find it is easier, and you find ways to work around the default FL... I find that it's easier to actually download a VST because you'd have to do more things if you wanted to use just the FL Studio plugins, but you can definitely do that. "21 hours of your life for nothing. I'm so sorry. Can you make miracles from the stock plugins?" I don't know. Okay. Yes, it's kind of bad. What is your max time spent on a project with hours? I don't know. Like 36, probably. Why don't you use Kickstart for sidechain? Because you noob. Because of the irregular drum pattern. But I'll get to that later. So that was the lead. Then onto the chords. Which is a 3-layer chord stack. Sounding like this. Oh, actually, before I move on from the leads, I actually want to show you all the lead patterns. So we have the main lead here. Which is that. And then we have this thing, which comes into the second drop. Remember that. This is the lead you hear in the build-up. It has some layers removed to it. And this is just the second melody. Like that. It goes up. And this one is the last melody in the second drop. Okay, so now onto the chords. That's how it sounds. It sounds so powerful and I'm so happy with it. Okay, so what it is a pad from the Impulse Bank, of course. Then chords 2 is a pad from Styx called Dream in Sticky Sounds. I don't know if this one was free or not. And this one is Sticky Sounds Volume 3. This one is not free and it's called Something. And then all those together sound like this. You can really hear that I tried layering in octaves. So this one has a lower octave to it, which makes the complete sound more full. Without any effects on it, it sounds like this. Very, very muddy and very bleh. Then I added a compression. Some mad compression, like 6 dB gain reduction. Like that. And then Maximus on the clear master. Then reverb. Loads of it. Then parametric EQ to bring out the highs and get rid of some of the low mids. Like that. Then FabFilter Pro Q to get rid of all those ugly lows. And then limiters for sidechaining. That's that. Hey Will, I have a question. Ask the question in the chat. I'll go through the chats once every so many times. I'm so sorry, but there's so many chat messages. There's 60 people watching. There's so many people just watching me explain things. Okay, I did it in a week. Blah 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 blah. What do you have on the master? I'll show at the end of the stream. I spent 38 hours of mine, which is sad considering how it turned out. It's too fucking hot in here. I'm not talking about your hot looks. It's just actually fucking hot. I'm dying. But I'm hot as well, right? Just admit it. That reverb tail on the lead is annoying. I like the atmospheric feel it had, so I kept it anyway. Best free bank ever. I'm right. Okay. When can we bang? That's my question. Always. Duh. Okay. Back when you were doing remakes, were there any copyright issues while I was doing so? I did have the occasional claim on my video, like, for instance, they would take my earnings away from a video or something, but I never really had any copyright strikes because I never used the original tracks. Is mastering important for your track? Yes, it is. It really is. Will you do ID from ID to release season 2? Maybe. I don't know. Can I tickle your bumhole? Of course. Of course, Rishi. Wilfred the cam girl. They're fighting over me. Okay. Do you mix while you do the song or at the end? I mix while doing the song. Can you please leave the stream and not delete it? I am going to take the stream and edit it and then upload it. I hope tomorrow evening or I don't know, but soon. It's going to be up on my YouTube channel, whatever happens. Could you do a similar stream on your Where I Begin song? Well, what happened to Where I Begin is right after we uploaded, or after we exported the final version of the song, the project corrupted. So even if I would want to do that, I couldn't, because the project just doesn't exist anymore, so... Okay. So... Chords. So that's the chords layer, and then I made a little bit more stereo down here. Then, mid-bass. It's a very simple 2-layer sound. Would be nice if we had sound. Cool. And then here it goes into the like that. This is the Styx lead called Novel in Sticky Sounds Volume 3. And this is... Oh, what am I doing? Okay, this is Styx Bass Leave in Sticky Sounds Volume 3. Compressed Maximus 3D Blood Overdrive for some more extra distortion to it. Then I cut the lows so it doesn't sound like one big sub-bass mess. That. And then limiters for the sidechaining as well. And then the sub, which is my 2 layers I always use. If you've ever watched any of my videos where I explain what sub I used, I always use the same subs because I really like the sound of them. And that is Wilfred Sub 1 and Wilfred Sub 2 in the Impulse Bank. You can download it for free, and I really love these subs. So that's that. So just all of these layers together sound like this. Sounds pretty cool, right? How come everything sounds so clean without mixing every individual sound? I mix the buses, so I technically do mix every single sound. What bank did you use? I tell with every sound what bank I used. Unlucky to lose the project. Yeah, but it was lucky that we actually exported it before we lost the project, so... Can you start a series on how to make music like different artists? That will be Drop Design Sessions. That is basically my idea for drop design sessions. Can you show the leads, please? I already did. Can you... I'm not high, no. Can you show the leads? You can just scroll back in the stream or actually watch the stream while 3 AM here, I still don't want to miss it. It's getting so late there. Okay. But yeah. Can you show the leads? You can look back in the stream. Okay, so for the drums. This is not... Okay, so, funny story. I had this kick, and I had everything perfectly sidechained to this kick. You can actually hear. But I didn't like the sound of the kick after a while, so I changed it to this. Which is the Styx Trap Kick 5. Which is, I think it comes free with his trap project, so you can download that for free. And the processing that went on it was, can I see? It's called New Kick, and it has a EQ, more EQ, more EQ, and more EQ. I love that. I can't just have one EQ, I need to have 4. Okay, then these 2 snares, which are from the Styx Sticky Future Bass pack, which every sound is also sidechained to. Like that. My mum loves Where I Begin. That's so cute. That's so cute. Thanks for showing it to your mum. Okay, and then I have this hat loop playing. I think that's also sidechained to everything. And the hat loop I put there in this fashion because I wanted to support the high attack on the chords. Then this downlifter. This was also a kick I tried, but then I muted it, so I might as well have just deleted it, but I didn't. And then the Kashmir Crash 2, Styx Downlifter 3 and 2. Also sidechain. And then when you combine that all together, it sounds like... RIP CPU. So RIP. This automation clip down here is just so that this Tascion, I don't know how to pronounce that, snare. Tascion snare actually is loud here. And then softer here. So it mixes better with the other snares. And then this fill. Then the second half of the drop is just the new melody and this WA top loop I found. Which is usually at 140 BPM. I don't know why it sounds so weird, but I don't know. It mixes well. So after the drop, it comes in beautifully. I really love this with this little slide into the chord with the piano and the guitar just the same as they were before, and the belt the same as it was before. And this was also the same, and all of this is also the same. I reckon I think I just put the same breakdown here. I think I just copied it. Oh, except for one thing, which is everything in the second breakdown is the same as the first breakdown, except for the fact that I added an acoustic guitar in the drum part. And you can see I recorded 2 things, one with my microphone and one with the plug that you can plug into the guitar. I think this was the microphone, and this was the plug in the guitar. And that together sounds like this. With the glue, some EQing, reverb, and more EQ. again, more EQ just over the other EQ. But hey, it works. And it works really well with the drums, I reckon. Because the drums are also a little bit laid back, you know? And this note is still playing, by the way. This is just going through the entire track. Just this one note. Then the exact same part here. Then with the exact same drums here. Okay, then a difference here is the build-up. I didn't add a snare into this one, which I did with this one. You can see the Kashmir snare is here, and it's not here. And for the rest, it's this one the same. And then in the second half of the build-up, I retained the same chord and added the kick. Like that. It's just that simple, actually. And then, right after that, we have the normal fill. But then we start the second drop off with this lead right here, which I showed you before, which is like that. And we have this ARP playing in the background, which sounds like this. So we have a combination and this electric guitar sound. I added that one too because I really love the offbeat sound of it. So then I went along and did, it sounds like this. And then it goes into the second drop just as it did with the first one. And then in this one, the only different is the ARP is playing along, just the same. And we have the bell. We have through the entire track. I took the bell and I gave it a little bit of an extra melody. Oh, rip my CPU so much. Sticks. Hi. Hello. I use so many of your samples and presets in this track. Wow, that's so cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit... Hi. Okay, well, let's go on with the walkthrough. Okay. So, that's the end of the track. Just... This bell also gives a really nice reverb tail at the end of the track. Then let's go into what I did to the vocal. So obviously I pitched it down. I don't remember how much though. I pitched it down 4 semitones. Because I'm a sucker for pitched vocals and I really like the sound of pitched vocals, and it really changes the vibe of a song completely. So I did a live stream before I started making this. Okay, let's go through the chat real quick. Okay. Multi EQ kill. My mom knows where to begin. I already had that. Spanish. If you could use one fruity plugin for your track, which one would you choose? This one is a question for everyone. Only one fruity plugin. The parametric EQ. And then use other VSTs. I guess. Wilfred, how do I give energy to a drop? What you do is you master it real good. Like you can see here, I brick walled it real quick. Real good. First you balance it out so that there's not too much bass, not too much high end, I don't know. And then you brick wall that shit. I can barely hear you. Copy and paste, yeah. And Sticks came in. Wilfred, how do you give energy to the drops? I already answered. Okay. Dude, calm down. Don't do caps lock. Okay. This can't win, right? I mean, it's kind of unfair since you're judging. This is not winning the competition. Definitely not. I didn't even enter. Okay. So, I did a stream a while back, auto-tuning this entire vocal. So that was part 1 that I did, which was the part where you can see it's edited. Let's go through the effects that I added real quick, because there's a load. I added spitfish, so you don't have those hard sounds that she makes. And when she breathes in, it also has like that really high-end sound to it. So I added a spitfish to counter that. Then a load of compression. If anything you said. That's really cool. Then loads more high-end. Then loads of reverb. Because I wanted this track to have lots of atmosphere to it, I made the reverb very intense, so it added a lot of atmosphere into the entire track. Then delay to just add on to the reverb. Then this Pro Q2, which I can't see for some reason. Come in the frame. Okay, there we go. Cut load. It's not really that needed, but I guess it's there. And then a Pro Q to get rid of some annoying frequencies and to boost the highs a little bit more. And then this to boost the entire volume of the vocal a little bit. If anything you said is spirit on what's next, that goes back on. If anything you said is very on what's next. You can see up here that I have the lower harmony vox edited, and then I cut them around a little bit to make them fit more with the normal lead. And then I think I retuned them again, and that's how this backing vocal fits so good with the main vocal. If anything you said is very on what's next, that strong when all else is lost, you will come across. Okay, and then I did use the dub here, but I did something cool to the dub, which I hadn't thought of before, but it's actually a lifesaver when you are doing dub vocals, and that is, let's listen to it real quick. I try to fight my way through darkness. If anything, it's you, it's stop this. When I'm surrounded. You can see that it's double because I mashed the timing real quick. But in the dub vocals, listen to what I did. I try to find my way through darkness. If anything, it's you, it's start there. When I'm surrounded by the heart that it's you. I cut out the S tones, and that's because when you have one voice and you hear two of those sharp S tones, it is really distracting and it's really obvious that you used two vocal layers. But if you just cut out the S tones, you can easily get away with having two vocals. I try to find my way through darkness. Because that S is really apparent, so that's why I did that. I hope that made sense. Then after this part, I made another layer, and you know this part of the vocal where it goes, you know? I pitched that up an octave, and also in the lower harmony, and then it sounded like this. And then with the endless smile, it sounds so cool. And then this hover also plays through the drop. Yeah, I agree the vocals are a bit weird, but I do think they fit with this track. That's why I still used them. Because if I didn't think they fit, I wouldn't have put them on there. Then just the same old. I'll just show the effects on the backing vocal real quick. It's a stereo enhancer, a parametric EQ that does nothing, and a reverb. It's that simple. And on the double track, Your words they levitate.
Your words can levitate.
It's it's an parametric EQ just to get rid of some of those bass and low mid frequencies. Then a chorus and some reverb. That's it. So very simple.
Your words they levitate the harshness.
I have the back on playing around here, and then again, and then again. That's the same thing. And then to finish this off, I'm going to show you what I have on my mastering channel, because I always think that's very cool. It's a lot of plugins, and it's mostly plugins that you guys already know, because I did a mastering tutorial a while ago, and I still master using the same method. I've got to remember not to put that on, but I'll explain why that's there in a little bit. I'll just play the drop. That's what the drop sounds like without any mastering on it. And that already sounds very powerful. So you can never blame lack of power in your track on, oh well, I have bad mastering, because your track should already sound powerful when it's mixed. You can see though that it's very imbalanced and very like ducking, so that's what I did. First I lowered the volume of the entire thing, then I threw a compressor on there. To counter that ducking a little bit. Then I threw on another EQ. I don't know why, because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. This reverb here, I used that reverb to create this reverse note right here. So that's why that is there, and I didn't want to remove it because I didn't know if I was going to use it again later on. So now it sounds like this. Oh, and I added a sausage fattener just a little bit to give it a little bit more of a punch. Then an ozone imager. Very minimal differences, but I really wanted that low end to be completely mono. And I will do a video on stereo imaging later, but I'll have to research it a little bit more, so you'll have to wait for that. Then the endless smile for the build-up. Ozone equalizer to cut the highs you can't hear and the lows you can't hear from the mix. You shouldn't hear a difference, but you can see a difference up here. And then 2 limiters, both on like 1.4% or 1.4 dB gain. To brick wall out the entire track. And that is the entire track. That's it. So now I'm gonna go through the chat again and give more answers. If you're gonna use 3 winners, but can you at least say the 10 people in the remix contest, but only the 3 winners will get prizes? I'm not gonna spill anything. We have a rough idea of what we want, but we don't really know anything yet, so I'm not gonna say anything. Hey, bud, how you doing? I'm doing fine. It's a really lovely evening. Vocals are a bit weird. Yeah, I agree. When are you gonna play the full track? You can hear the full track. It's already uploaded on my YouTube channel and on my SoundCloud. So, oh, I bumped the microphone. Is it still out of frame? Yeah, okay. So I bumped the microphone a little bit. Sorry for that. The vocals do fit, but damn that autotune. I like the style of the heavy autotuning though, just a little bit. Drop is pretty cool, but the breakdown is not that good. That's your opinion. I really like it. I just want to read all the chat things, really. Is it possible to make a remix of your song Where I Begin? I'm sorry, but it's really not. Do you have any new song that you're working on? Yes, but I'm not telling. Will this be on SoundCloud? It's already on SoundCloud. Do you have any songs with music that you're working on? Yeah. How much music theory do you know? Just the basics, really. Are you gonna do a 5-minute drop challenge? No, because that sounds so horrible. I really want to take my time with drops, and 5 minutes it's just so little amount of time. I might try it, but it's so okay. When is the result going to be out? 21st of August. What are your opinions on the sound condenser? It can be powerful, but you shouldn't overuse it, definitely. Any more questions? Do you have any collabs with big people? No, not really. Tell a bit more about your upcoming songs. Nope, I'm keeping it a secret. Why do you use 2 limiters instead of 1? Because I might have just told myself this, but when you use only 1 limiter, it'll put it up, like it'll put your entire track up to the ceiling, you know, to like the 0 dB ceiling. And then when you, so for instance, your breakdown is this and your drop is this, then it'll put your entire track up to the ceiling. And then when you use another limiter, it will take the breakdown up a little bit more as well. That might be bullshit. That might be completely not true. But, you know, it works for me. Do a 10-minute drop instead. Okay, I could do that. 10 minutes is a lot more reasonable. Can you play the drop, please? Sure. Is that what you wanted? Will the stream be uploaded? Yes, the stream will be uploaded. Give a little sneak peek. Nope. I'm keeping it a secret. Do you work on one song at a time or rotate between projects? I rotate between projects. I have loads of projects going on. Are you going to be back on 99 Lives? I don't know. Are you going to do any melodic dubstep tutorial? I might. So why don't compressing? I do. There is a compressor here. When's the next drop design sessions? When I feel like it. There aren't really I don't really have any plans. Like, it's just, I'm going to be improvising my way through everything. Well, in future bass, I use 1 limiter for the snare and another one for the kick. 2 limiters can prevent distortion is what I've heard. That might be the case. What's up with the lack of uploads? I'm really short on time lately. Like, I just came back from vacation, so that's why there hasn't been any uploads this month. But I also have very big plans for my videos, and that means that they take a lot more time to create, take a lot more time to prepare. And that also means that there's a lack of uploads. It is bullshit, but I do it with 2 different limiters, Fab filter and the AOM limiter, because it's easier for me to way to cut off the peaks and boost the limiting. Yeah, I reckon it might have just been bullshit, but I don't know, it works for me, so I'll do it. Do how to make progressive house with stock plugins. But I'll have to research that first. Will upcoming tune be progressive? That's everything I want to know. I don't know what my upcoming tune will be, because I have some. But it's not like an EP or anything, it's just like I have some tracks in the making. And I don't know which one I'll finish or which one I won't. But, you know, is English your main language? No, it's not. Dutch is my main language. But I have been taught English basically since I was born. Because I'm bilingual. Man, you made my pathway in this field a lot easier. You are like my savior. Keep up the good work doing. Thanks, man. Oh, thanks so much. I really love reading messages like that, because that's how I know that I actually am doing something correct right now. Or not correct, like I am doing something useful, that's it. Thoughts on FL 12.6? Isn't it just an Ableton ripoff though? Will you preview tracks? I'm not going to preview tracks. Oh, I meant for the sidechain, the limiter. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I use the 2 limiters for sidechain because I have a kick and the snare I want to sidechain. That's the basic reason, because there's this kick here. It's sidechain to that, and there's also a snare here. And that's why I have 2 limiters there. Show me your first song ever. Okay. I'm gonna show you the first song that I ever uploaded on the internet, but I'm not gonna show you where you can find it because you will just... Okay, this is... Oh my god. Okay, are you guys ready for the first song that I ever made? That's a really good suggestion. Okay, this is the first song that I ever uploaded on the internet, and it's 5 years old. It was uploaded on the 18th of May 2012, and it sounds like this. Oh, I remember it going up an octave here. Oh god, there it goes. And then the piano slowly fading in. I still remember everything about this. Okay, that's enough of that. I reckon that I could still play that riff though, because I was obsessed with that. I remember being obsessed with that chord progression, and I don't know why, but it sounded like this. That's what it is. That's how obsessed I was with that chord progression. I still know it. FL keys. Yeah, FL keys. Show your first good song that was old. There weren't any. Slap of ass kick. Your reactions really made me crack up. Okay, so I'm gonna close this before I show anyone. Best record ever. NCS potential. The default samples though, you know it. How long have you produced for? That track that I just showed was 5 years old. What speakers do you recommend for a beginner? I don't know, man. Just some basic speakers for a really beginner. But if you are really getting into it, I have the KRK Rocket 5G3 speakers, and I'm really liking them. I don't know how any of the others sound, but I really like mine. I really like mine, so that's something you can go on off. How to get rid of a muddy mix if you don't have any monitor speakers? You can use the spectrum analyzer above FL Studio. Let's just move the chats. Let me wait. Can I take the chats? Pop out? Yeah, I can take it here. Nice. Okay. Can you recommend headphones for mixing? I have them put away right now, but I've got they're in a bag. Okay. The Audio Technica. I can't remember. It's called the Audio Technica ATH M50X headphones, and I like them a lot. They're really high quality. Please tell me how long it will take to get muddy mixing and mastering with minimal errors. I don't know. Really depends. Some people get good at it in a year. I took 5. What's the first you ever considered good? Well, every song that I've made, I considered it good at the time, and then after like 2 months of getting better at making music, I look back at the track and I think, wow, that was so not good. Okay, wait. The first song I ever considered and still do consider good is my Nobody But You remix. Yeah, that's it. The black squares you have at the back are enough for a sound. What? Are enough for the sound, or should you have more? The black squares you have at the back. I don't really. Are you going to ADE? No. I use extra bass headphones for Sony. Would they help? I mean, sure. If you know that they are bass boosted, you just use less bass. And then it's good. Is flute synth essential in tropical drops? I don't know. I'm not really a tropical house thing. Oh, the black squares at the back. You know, like those. Well, I got those because when I used to clap in my room, they would echo between the two walls. So I put those up just so that that echo between those two walls was dimmed a little bit. But they're not essential. They're definitely not essential. Just in my room, they kind of were. Because I love future bass. Depends on the track. But yeah, I do like the genre. Oh my god. Is a future collab with Class Clowns possible? That was a fire collab. I haven't talked to him in years. I reckon he stopped making music. So, no, probably not. Evo, hoe gaat het daar? Gaat lekker. What's your best genre? I think I'm best at progressive house. But I'm really loving experimenting with future bass at the moment. Do you love Brooks' future tracks? Yes. They're insane. Okay. So I took you guys through the entire track. So that was the entire track, actually. That was from beginning to end. That was the track. And I've been streaming for about 1.5 hours. I think it should be good now. I'm going to end the stream and start editing because I really want to upload something because I haven't in a while. And then I'll go on holiday the day after and I'll start writing the script for the first what's it called? Music production for dummies video. So you'll have something to look out for. But before I leave, I have one more question for you guys. Because, I don't know. Okay, wait, I'm making a straw poll. I said I've been, I've been saying that I'm gonna go on holiday on Thursday. But in that week, I'm going to be doing something quite extraordinary. But I was thinking, maybe should I vlog it and then upload it on my YouTube channel because I don't really want to give away what I'm going to be doing in case that I end up doing it, the vlog idea. But would you guys be interested in seeing like a week vlog of that week? I'd love to see your responses. Yes? Vlog. No, like the video blog. Yes, vlog it. Yes. Okay, so I haven't really seen any... Yes, why not? Exactly, that's what I thought. Just why not? Okay, so... I would like to watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a poll on the video right now. Should I vlog it? Yes or no? I'll be checking the answers tomorrow. Because I start going tomorrow. So please answer on the poll. Just try something different. Okay, I haven't seen anyone say no. Yes, vlog it. Do you think ARM GMS is a good VST for Progressive House? I've never used it, so I can't really tell anything about it. But yeah, people are saying I should. Sure, why not? That's basically what everyone is saying. Like, sure, why not? If it's bad, if it ends up being bad, let's just forget it. But I might try. Okay. So that's what I wanted your input for. Really thanks for tuning with me on the stream. We had a peak of like 60 people watching. Now it's about 40, which is also a lot of people. Okay, but thanks for joining me. Thanks for giving me questions. Thanks for complimenting me. And I'll see you guys next stream, or I'll actually be uploading this video. I'll actually first record an outro for this video before I go. I started producing because of you. Ah, that's... Wait a second. Wat? Ja, ik zag het. Sorry, I had to. Je gooit dan een wifi. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just record the outro for the YouTube video real quick. So that was the entire track done. So that was the entire track. I've taken you from beginning to end. I've shown you all the layers. And now I actually have a question for you. That's going to be the vlog question. Fucking pranked. How do you end a video? But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this track. I'd love to know if you... Oh, wait. I have an idea. So what I was thinking of was I have a notition on my phone. Okay, I had an idea to add a comment question, and then I would pin the best answer. And then a Q&A segment at the end of the video, but I won't have to do that because I already did, like, loads of Q&A things in the chats. At top 3, nah. Add a comment question. So I'd like to add, like, some kind of a comment question at the end of a video that I'd ask the audience. Do you think that's a good idea? So, yeah, okay. So what kind of question could I ask everyone? You guys can decide. All 42 of you. You can ask. You can. Because I was thinking like I'd ask a question to the audience at the end of every video. Just so there's a little bit more of a connection, you know. Oh wait, I can just do.